Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BiblioBibuli. Uh, Today we're going to just sit through and answer some comments because we had quite a few of them. So let's do this. Go for
All
it.
right.
Why don't you go first?
Bunny A says, OMG, seconds before he said the chocolate lady from SpongeBob, I was thinking that.
You mentioned the chocolate lady a lot.
I did, and I hated it. That's my favorite episode of SpongeBob ever.
The chocolate episode.
Yeah.
Uh,
You want some chocolate frogs? That's how I'm forever gonna picture the trolley lady now. Harry, you want the lot? You said the lot?
The next comment is also from Bunny A. They say, I think it's cute that Harry and Ron had an adventure without Hermione in Chamber of Secrets, and now Hermione and Harry had their adventure without Ron in this one. This is true. Is this also a potential little parallel switch up?
Well, no, because this is Prisoner, so it's only one book away. They wouldn't have paralleled the book.
Okay.
You know.
It is cool,
Harry
though.
and Ron had that, bro moment, and now
Harry and Hermione get to have their bro moment.
Yeah.
And no, it's good. I also think it's interesting that both adventures are dependent, are key. Both adventures rely on Harry needing to save someone very close to someone, right? So in the Chamber of Secrets, it's Ginny, Ron's sister, and then Prisoner of Azkaban, it's Sirius. It's not a blood relative, but he's his dad's best friend. He's his godfather. He's a close person to him, even though they just met hours ago. It's fine.
Well, Hermione, I guess if we're going off the parallel thing, Hermione was stuck in the hospital wing in Chamber of Secrets, and then Ron was stuck in the hospital wing in Prisoner of Azkaban.
This is true.
So there you go, I guess. And then there was a large mythical creature in both.
Yes, you had the basilisk and the phoenix in Chamber of Secrets, and you had the hippogriff in 3.
Exactly.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess maybe there is some parallel there.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Maybe there is some stuff going on.
Adam Filewood says, Joffrey giving me Draco vibes. I'm not sure if I think Joffrey's worse than Draco, but yes, actually, I could definitely see it. Is that why you chose to do a similar voice?
Yes, because I do the Draco voice that I do, just as how I pictured Draco in my head when I read the books, and then reading Song of Ice and Fire. They sound very similar in my head, so I thought that a Draco kind of tone would fit Joffrey, because he's way worse than Draco, but he still has that whole like I'm rich and I'm the king and I can do whatever I want, or else I'll tell my mum. There's very much that kind of
Mummy, a wolf bit me.
Kill it.
Joffrey.
So Sophie said, I kind of get why Lovegood wanted his daughter back. He lost his wife, and the thought of going to lose his daughter must be terror to him. I'm half angry, half sorry.
Yeah, I was definitely conflicted. I'm assuming this is the chapter when they go to the Lovegood's house and then the Death Eaters show up.
Yep.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. It's a mixture of feelings because you understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, you also feel for Ron, Harry, and Hermione, and you're just like, why do you do this?
I think Lovegood's decision to turn them in is a demonstration of a recurring theme, I think, that is especially significant in Deathly Hallows, and it repeats itself over and over, I think, in the 7th book specifically. I don't feel conflicted about this at all. I think it's a demonstration of the love that a parent feels for their child and what lengths they're willing to go to save their child. Like, you will do the most horrendous, awful thing if it means you will save your child.
Yeah.
So it's terrible what Xenophilius does, portraying
from
Harry
our
and Ron.
perspective,
Right.
yeah, but from his perspective,
But that's his child.
Yeah.
And the love that he feels for her, it inhibits any other decision that he's going to make, because it's all about, I need to get my child back. And it repeats itself later when Narcissa whispers to Harry in the forest, you know, is Draco still alive? And he tells her yes, and then she lies. Anything to get your child back.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just a demonstration of that theme, and it's a good one because it's such a conflicting decision. It's a good demonstration.
Exactly. As a reader, logically speaking, you understand it, but emotionally, you've grown so attached to Ron, Harry, and Hermione that it kind of counteracts that. It's
good writing.
When you first read it, you're angry with him, but if you sit down and think about it a little bit, you're like, I get it.
Brianna Stringfield? Okay. I'm kind of far away from the text, sorry. I read all HP books aloud to my boyfriend, who had only read the first 3. I tried to psych myself up for Dobby's death, knowing that it was this chapter. I thought I had it. Nope. Had all the tears and snot pouring. On a separate note, I swear I'm not a nitpicking hater or anything, but I feel like Hermione is a little bit of a hypocrite when it comes to creature rights. She acts like she's all about protecting Creature, but in the 5th book she calls Firenze a horse, and she also gets the centaurs to do her bidding with Umbridge. I don't know, always kind of irked me.
So I guess to answer the first part of this, Dobby's death is horrifying.
It's devastating. It's so really sad. But it's necessary to the plot.
I remember you had to reread it like 3 times actually, because you kept like choking up.
Yeah. It's devastating. It's so devastating. He is manifestation of just the most pure, innocent love, and he gets killed. It's awful. It's just so sad, but it needed to happen.
And
some very biblical framing in that whole Harry Dobby relationship for sure.
Yeah, Dobby was just a great character, and he shouldn't have died.
No, he shouldn't have, and I think that's the point. He shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But that's what happens in war.
In War, the innocence. We're reading Game of Thrones now, so...
And that theme is hitting us.
It's a very small theme in Harry Potter, but much larger in Game of Thrones. And then, actually, I never thought about this. You make a very good point about Hermione being a hypocrite, though.
Oh, with the centaurs?
Like...
She does call him a horse in the 5th book. I don't... Does she... I'd have to go through and listen to the chapter again, because I'm like, is she calling him a horse because she's being insensitive, or is she trying to like poke at Lavender Brown and Pavarti Patil?
Yeah, that's true.
Because does she call him a horse when they're talking about how hot he is? Because maybe she's just annoyed. But I'd have to go back and reread the section of the book again.
Yeah, I would, but
yeah.
But I guess need to look up the context.
Yeah, because I don't really remember. But
from what I know, you make a good point. From what I remember.
I don't think it's so much that she gets the centaurs to do her bidding with Umbridge. I think she's just manipulating the situation.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. She knows that Umbridge is gonna say something stupid.
And that the centaurs are very proud, and she's just gonna push that button until it blows up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily that she's using the centaurs. I think she's just reading the situation and manipulating it. I also wonder if the horse comment is also tied into the fact that Hermione hates divination with a passion and thinks it's really stupid.
That could definitely be a possibility.
Like maybe it's not so much that she looks down on centaurs, she looks down on divination and she thinks it's dumb.
And Lavender Brown and Pavarti
are kind of annoying. Yeah.
But yeah, we'd have to reread that chapter.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look.
TPSU129 says, got to seen doing something, in quotes. Far too many petty tyrants had to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Which chapter is this?
This is Cornelius
Fudge.
When they take Hagrid, I think.
Yeah.
Because Fudge is like, well, we have to do something. We have to take action. We have to be seen doing something. Political 101 right there.
Yeah.
It's the introduction of politics into Harry Potter. Lucas Schick says, I wonder if Dumbledore put some love magic spell over St. Edmund's to protect Remus like he did with Privet Drive. This is an All the Young Birds comment.
I don't know. Well, no. I don't think so. Just because no one's hunting Remus. You know, Dumbledore put that spell over Privet Drive because Voldemort was going to try to kill Harry.
Eventually, yeah.
But Remus doesn't have anyone really hunting him down or anything like that.
And Pumphrey's coming to check on him and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so.
Maybe he put a different spell over it so that if Remus, say, breaks out of the room as a werewolf, he couldn't escape. Also,
for the love magic to work, Harry's mother sacrificed herself to save him. That's why the magic works. That if that had never happened, the protection would not exist. So
maybe Dumbledore put something over it to prevent
werewolf
attacks, but otherwise
I wouldn't say any love magic. No.
Adam Filewood says, I can't thank you enough for your videos. I know it's cliche, but you have really changed my life, and that way I enjoy listening to audiobooks. As I keep saying, came for the story, stayed for the discussion. As an abbreviation of the comments, many of us would like to hear both of you read. Also, I saw you reply to a comment asking for a reading of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and you were unsure how it would work being a play. This I understand, as I've attempted to listen to a version, and it was dreadful. If I could make a suggestion, this could be an opportunity for both of you to read splitting the characters between you. I'm sure you have years of books to get through either way, which does mean a subscriber for life or until we run out of books.
Wow! Adam, thank you so much. Lovely.
Yes, thank you.
We just have to figure out how to make the Cursed Child work somehow.
Yeah.
I think we might have to pull Noelle into it too, just because there's so many characters.
Yeah,
if we were going to do it.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. If we could get Noelle in it and actually, kind of acted it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that could work.
We could. I would have to work very hard to not get angry while I'm reading it, but that's fine.
We could take multiple takes. It's fine. But no, actually, that's a really good idea. I know we kind of played with the idea of doing that at one point, but now that we have Noelle kind of coming around the channel and everything,
yeah, maybe we could split it a little bit.
I think we could definitely do it.
That being said, we definitely do have a lot of books, and we will never run out of books. So that is good.
Well, in the background you can see, actually, right up. This is hard. I never got right there. We have the Percy Jackson collection because that's been recommended to us so many times that we really wanted to start reading that at some point.
Percy Jackson, Series of Unfortunate Events has been recommended to us a number of times. His Dark Materials, multiple times. Lord of the Rings, multiple times. Everyone wants us to do Lord of the Rings.
Which we almost did instead of doing Game of Thrones, but you weren't feeling the singing parts.
I know, but now that I've got so much of a Song of Ice and Fire under my belt, I feel like if I can do a Song of Ice and Fire, I can do Lord of the Rings. I got this.
Maybe we'll start with like The Hobbit or something a little lighter.
We could do The Hobbit first. It's lighter, it's quicker.
Get you into it, and then we'll dive into Lord of the Rings.
There is one thing about Lord of the Rings that kind of does get me excited for the singing. I will have a lot of fun doing Tom Bombadil.
Oh, yeah. Tom Bombadil will be cool.
I think that'd be a highlight of the series for sure. When I read them, Tom Bombadil, that'll be so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Adam Filewood again. G'day, guys. Just wanted to thank you again for your time and dedication. I always had trouble getting into this book, but enjoyed the series. The recap and discussion is awesome, as it's helped me really understand the stories and characters combined with the visual from the show in my memory, is making this an epic listening experience.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah. Glad we could get you into the books. Yeah, because they're so much better.
They really are.
First few seasons of the show are really good. But...
yeah. And I will agree, like, to anyone who hasn't started Game of Thrones or tried to do it, the first book is so hard to get into. Because it's 90% of the first book is just setting up everything and descriptions and the settings. It was hard for me to make it through the first book. Once you get through that, it really, you just get immersed in it, and it's great.
Yeah. I mean, we're flying through the second one as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
But we're making a pretty good dent, and the story is just it's just kicking off.
Yeah.
The first book is slow. It is.
Bunny A says, I think Cheering Charm would have the opposite effect of a Dementor, right? I may be wrong, but it comes up a few times in the books.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because Dementors are like depression, right? They suck out the happiness, versus a Cheering Charm like gives you a euphoric feeling.
100%. But is it like, is it more of medical conditions? You know how it's harder to heal a magical wound than it is a physical one?
Mm-hmm.
So is it something like that? Like it's like the reverse. So it's a magical condition, a mental wound, if you will. And that's why a muggle thing, a physical thing, chocolate, is able to heal it.
Or help it.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at Cheering Charms kind of like someone doing Molly.
That's true.
You're euphoric for however long the charm lasts. Versus
and I'm just saying, like, is the Dementor's magic too powerful for that?
I don't think a Cheering Charm could be used to counteract a Dementor attack. No.
Okay.
No. I just think they're opposites in what they do, but I don't think I don't think a Cheering Charm would necessarily help.
Sorry, I read that wrong. I thought it was saying that the Cheering Charm would help the Dementor attack, but
I mean, maybe that's what they're asking. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think if it did, Lupin would be hitting Harry with that shit all the time instead of giving him chocolate. You know, I don't think it would work.
Yeah, but I mean, then you got chocolate too.
Yeah, but I don't think it helps. I don't think it would work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like
we kind of brought in that comment.
Yeah.
with would it help?
Plus, that's a spell, and a Dementor is a creature. It's two different kinds of magic.
All right, I think this is a comment for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam Filewood said, "My cat's name is inspired by John, Mr. Christopher Catsby Purrington, aka Kit Kat."
That's an awesome name.
I love that name.
That is
Kit Kat. That's funny. Mr.
Christopher Catsby Purrington. That's genius.
That's fantastic.
That is awesome. Polypurger says, Arya Sansa action. Everything's cool, but where the hell is Nymeria? Did Arya find her? Did guards find her? It's been 3 days. Oh my god, I'm so afraid.
That's a great comment. I absolutely love that. Where the hell is Nymeria? Polly.
That's exactly how I felt reading.
Polly, we want to know where Nymeria is too.
I know, I really do.
I love those kinds of responses to the content. That's great. Yay for this is for an all the young dudes comment. Dan Williams, Shake, Rattle, and Roll says, "Yay for the beginning of the Animagus. I totally want to believe the squid is one. Not Hagrid, obviously, because of Dennis Creevy, but hundreds of years old, stuck in animal form, forgotten who they really are, forgotten who they really is. Plural pronoun with a singular verb. It works. Or should I change it with the informal? Remus be as bad as Harry when it comes to crying girls. When I was in college one day, walking from the cafeteria to the bookstore, there was a girl crying on the phone. Decided to buy her some chocolate. Set it on the table next to her as I passed by. That's very nice, Dan.
Super nice.
What? That's very nice, sir. Little acts of kindness are always great.
Right? Probably change that girl's day around.
Right, that probably helped her.
And I do want to believe that the squid is an animagus. I can't remember where I heard it. I think it was on the channel at some point. Someone made the comment that there's a theory that the squid is Godric Gryffindor stuck in animagus form for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, I'll bite, you know.
I'm totally down for that. He's just out there eating toast.
No one knows it's really Godric Gryffindor.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Just Dumbledore walks by and talks to the mer people every day, and the squid's like going like this, and Dumbledore's like, and he's really like, no, help me,
please
have some toast. No,
but I mean, okay, but
Pavithramala Haricharan. That's my attempt. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. We tried.
Yeah, you did way better than I could.
Oh.
Why didn't Harry fire at the snake when it was released temporarily from the enchantment? Says
the Elder
chapter
Wand.
32.
The Elder Wand.
Yes, Deathly Hallows. I'm going to... I guess I'd have to go back and listen to the chapter just to be sure, but I'm going to assume that Harry didn't want to give away his position.
Yeah.
Because he probably would have taken out the snake, but
Voldemort would have got him.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what it would have been.
He would have won the battle but lost the war.
Yep.
So I think that's the only reason I could think of.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Carlos says, "This is seriously the best channel on YouTube for readings. Her voice is perfect for these books and so pleasant to listen to. I low-key have an internet crush on her."
Oh.
Aww. Thank you. All I can say is thank you. That's very sweet.
Oh man, I got competition now. Brianna Stringfield says, "Totally figured out RAB instantly too." Well, fine.
Me and
I'm
Brianna.
the only one.
Yeah, Brianna and I are geniuses. You just suck.
Geniuses, or am I just an idiot?
Both? Why can't it be both?
Ouch. This isn't fun anymore.
I'm in this video and I don't like it. Pyro Chameleon says, "They are definitely using the imagery of the young king still suckling from his mama as one piece of the overall puzzle of problems. But from what I've heard, America is one of the few parts of the world that really pushes kids to wean early. My kids were weaned around 2 or 3 years of age, but while we were going through that phase and figuring things out, we had researched it a bit and found out oftentimes in parts of Europe, for instance, it was common for kids to still nurse up to ages 4 and 6. At that point, it was no longer an issue of sustenance, but more just an opportunity of bonding."
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. 4 and 6 just seems old to me, but yeah. I mean, but maybe again, that's just so deeply culturally ingrained.
Yeah, I was going to say that might just be a cultural thing.
It could be. Because I just find that yucky. I can't help. That's my response. So that's probably definitely just a cultural, visceral thing.
I mean, I could definitely see it for an opportunity for bonding.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also have to think that it kind of hurts once they have teeth.
Yeah.
I guess not hating.
That's very interesting, though. That's very cool. Thank you, Pyro Chameleon, for bringing that to our attention. I love it when people give us information.
Danny Schultz, to the person reading out loud, "Your voices are fantastic. Definitely using your channel as my preferred audio reading on YouTube."
Thank you! Thank you so much. Grace Devane says, thank you so much for taking the time to make these videos. Reading is very inaccessible to me due to learning disabilities, so being able to listen to this is an immense gift. Please add a Cash App or donation pot to this account if there isn't one already.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very, very much. I'm so happy that you found us, and that you're enjoying our content. That's great.
These are always my favorite comments too, when we can feel like we're actually, helping someone. Or we just kind of did them for fun, but now this person can access these books. That's great.
Yeah, when there's like a direct impact where someone is just like, I listen to this every day, or you've helped me better my English, or I don't have time to read but I can listen, whatever the impact is, if there is an actual impact, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's so awesome. So thank you very much, Grace, for your comment.
Means a lot.
Wonderful. Yeah. Oh my God, your mouse! What is wrong with it?
It doesn't have the clicky. That's the thing. It's just like, it's so frictionless.
No, I don't.
Used to.
Okay. Sophie says, "Oh my God! I still can't believe that Ron came back. Do you think Dumbledore knew Ron would leave? That's why he left Ron the Deluminator? Plus, I think Ron would feel ashamed that he left after Harry talked about how it was without him. And when the image of Riddle, Harry, and Hermione kissing appeared, I can imagine his face." Dumbledore totally knew Ron would leave. That's exactly why he gave it to him. He totally knew that was going to happen. Absolutely.
You're predictable, Ron.
He does have a fit, like, once every other book.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He has issues with that.
There's a book 4 and a book 7 parallel. Ron has a fit. He gets so mad. Put your name in the goblet of fire. I know you did, Harry. No, I didn't, though. Yeah, you did. I hate you. I'm never talking to you again.
Until you need me.
You fought the dragon. That was cool. We can be friends again. I hate you, Harry. I hate you. We haven't found any Horcruxes. I'm hungry, and I know you're in love with Hermione. I'm out.
The only thing that I will say about that is the only reason that Ron had that fit was because of the Horcrux and he was wearing it. Like, had that not happened,
he may not have been so irritable. Yeah. I definitely think 100% that the Horcrux severely impacted his decision making and ability to perceive things in the proper perspective. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And I guess Dumbledore would have been right either way. If he didn't go, he would have still been there to help Harry. But if he did go, then he had the Deluminator to bring him back. So,
and I just love that. What did he hear? He heard Hermione.
Mm-hmm.
His love of his life. His Hermione.
Hermione. Sophie also says, after I listened to the last chapter, I couldn't help myself and I read the whole book. And I just want to say the next chapter has a lot of surprise and it's really exciting. It's super fun.
So she's talking about the Silver Doe is a great chapter.
Silver Doe. Yep.
That chapter is very moving to me, especially after you read the book and then you read the book again and Snape is out there leading Harry to the sword.
Yeah. I would have liked to see it from Snape's perspective. Snape just crawling through bushes and stuff.
Trying not to be seen, but also trying to be super quiet.
Yeah. That would have been great.
Quiet as a shadow. Thomas Luster says again, Hermione says hurry when she's the one that takes forever to do everything. Isn't that every girl ever? Come on, we gotta go!
I'll be out in 5 minutes. Me sitting in the car 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
All right. Braxton Allen says, Fudge's whole pretend this is just a ploy to ruin my career take on things really does make me laugh given recent events. The jokes at 3738 are perfect.
Reading book 5 was very hard not to make really political statements that reflect what's been going on. It was very hard to keep neutral ground because as we were reading this, it was just like, oh, the parallels here are unreal. But we don't want to get into politics.
Yeah.
You know, but we're glad we could make you laugh. Kylie S. says, how did Hufflepuff win fair and square if Harry was wrongly attacked by a Dementor?
When it comes to W's, they don't ask you how. They ask you how many. Grim defeat. I'm assuming this is when his broom flies into the tree, the Dementors knock him off.
Because the Dementor shows up, and the Dementors show up, he passes out and falls off his broom. And then Cedric catches the snitch. Yeah. Well,
and I'm assuming fair and square. Maybe I made a joke about them winning fair and square because I always do that. Hufflepuff needs a win.
Yeah. Well, Cedric said he wanted a rematch because Cedric didn't feel like it was fair.
Yeah.
And was denied for whatever reason. But I agree. I think it was a jacked thing that happened, and I think Cedric knew it and tried to fix it. And I think it's just a demonstration early on before we get to book 4 of what a decent person Cedric really is.
Yeah.
You get it in 3. You get a taste of Cedric and who he kind of is as a person just based on that. And
you gotta make the one who's gonna die look like the greatest person.
Right? Yeah. More impact later. Miriam
SHV
yeah
says Draco tried to do Cruciato on Harry and Half-Blood Prince in the bathroom.
Harry just was quicker.
Yeah.
and who knows? I mean, if Draco really meant it, he would have been able to do it. But Auntie Bellatrix says you have to mean it.
Yeah. So maybe he would have, but he didn't really mean it.
Yeah. And either way, Harry was too quick for him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Angela Montgomery, we haven't heard from her in a hot minute. This is my 3rd read of the series since 1 year ago. This time I'm listening to you as I read along in the Jim K illustrated version. This is like an antidepressant for me. You guys are awesome, as well as your background critters. Thank you very much. You are always so kind and so sweet.
And Lola appreciates the background critters comments.
Yes. The Jim K books are awesome.
They are. Don't you have the first one and the second one?
I only have the first one.
Oh, okay.
It was a Christmas present.
Yeah, they are. They're really good. The illustrations are amazing in them.
I would love the rest of them.
Oh, okay. I think I know what I'm buying you.
Lindsay Barclay says, Lupin is the best DA teacher. So encouraging and kind. Total antithesis to that bully Snape.
100%.
Yeah.
Which is why I was so sad when he resigned.
Well, Snape kind of told everybody, so...
That's a one time the curse, didn't really work. It was Snape that did it.
Maybe that's how the curse worked, though. Maybe. You know what I mean? All these events took place to where...
Curse is Snape will find out because he's a snitch. He'll tell.
Well, Snape knows. Snape has known for years.
Yeah, that's true.
Then everything at the end of the book happens, and he's just like, I don't care anymore. I'm telling everybody.
Now, I wonder if it was...
Sirius escaped. Everything happened. He knows Potter did it. He can't prove it. Every time. He knows Potter did it, and he can't prove it. And he's just like, I don't care. I'm telling everybody. That's how the curse worked this time. Snape had enough. Couldn't take it no more.
And then they get Umbridge.
Moody first.
Is it Moody?
Moody in book 4. This is Prisoner of Azkaban. Book 4, they get Moody.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Who's secretly a Death Eater, but actually teaches them a lot of stuff. It's actually a good teacher.
Thanks, Severus.
I don't know why it's so funny. I think it just cracks me up because in previous chapter, Snape like loses his mind so badly, and it just makes me laugh.
Potter is here. Oh no, it's the next
the next book where he knows it's the same thing happens. It just makes me laugh.
Reaching up the stairs, he's here, he's here.
And the other two are like, what's wrong with you?
Why does Dumbledore keep you around?
It just makes me laugh so hard every time Snape accuses Harry of something, and he knows Harry did it. He can't prove it. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Lindsay Barkley also says, I'm still awed listening to you. It feels like I'm hearing the audio from the movie with narration. Fucking awesome. Wish I could read like that. You should do readings at Diagon Alley, Universal Studios in Orlando. Took my young family members there a couple of years ago and walked around in black robes. Fought wands from Ollivanders and ate at the Leaky Cauldron. Felt like we had stepped into the movie, except the wizardry was missing.
Of course. I want to go there so bad.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I want to go so bad. You have no idea how badly I want to go. And yes, I would totally go there and do readings.
100%.
Hire me. I will do it all the time.
Feel like if it wasn't for the issues with the pandemic and everything, we probably would have gone there by now.
Yeah, COVID really ruined trying to go to Harry Potter right now. When it's over, we're going. I'm having butterbeer and fire whiskey and cauldron cakes and pumpkin pasties and going to Gringotts and all the things. And I am going to be head to toe wizard's robes probably the whole time.
100%.
Unless we go in the summer, it'll be too hot. It is Florida. It'll be very hot.
I'm gonna dress up as Dumbledore. We'll cosplay.
Who should I be?
Oh no. No, actually I should probably be Hagrid, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you'd be a great Hagrid. Who should I be?
Snape.
What if I went as Umbridge?
He's
Come on, we get a lot of attention if I went as Umbridge.
Actually, you would make a great Umbridge.
I could just walk. Is that room regulation? Are you ministry approved to carry that wand?
That would actually be great.
Just do that to people. It'd be great.
Oh, stuff it, Umbridge.
I'm surprised you can articulate so well for a half-breed.
Dolores Ed.
I love that name.
I know.
Love that. We have a Dolores Ed on the channel. Fantastic.
Ironically, arithmancy is actually a form of divination based on numerology, so Hermione is fine with fortune-telling as long as it involves lots of numbers.
Is Hermione Ian Malcolm?
Maybe. So yeah, she's fine with it as long as, well, I guess numbers are more set in stone, you know?
It's logical.
Yeah.
It's not intuitive. Hermione's very bad at intuitive.
You can interpret tea leaves all you want, but 2 + 2 is always 4.
Correct.
So maybe, I guess that's it. She's looking for the logical way to predict the future. You sly dog. You caught me monologuing. The Incredibles. Time and time again, Voldemort is thwarted by his own arrogance. So says Bunny A.
She's absolutely right.
This is something I complain about.
I know.
So much. It's like, you could have won. You could have done it. Harry would have died like 6 times.
That's exactly what it is. That is his hubris. His own arrogance stopped him over and over. That's his problem.
I know, but just kill him and then stand on his body and monologue, you know?
But he just can't help himself. He can't.
I know.
But that's also what I love about... I love a good Voldemort monologue.
I don't mean to root for Voldemort here, but I'm just like...
You easily could have had it.
I could have been done with. One. Here.
This is quite a situation.
My poor legs are gonna get torn up. Look at this. I knew it. Ah, God damn it.
Lola won that fight. From Renee Pope Monroe. For two other things that always stood out to me in this chapter. This is chapter 13, The Secret Riddle in the Half-Blood Prince. Tom's belief that his mother couldn't be magic because she died, setting up all sorts of future dynamics with immortality and the dichotomy between Harry's want for his mother and Tom's disdain for his. Mic drop, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This whole thing sets up the entire future of Voldemort's psychopathy, dysfunction, issues, all of it. It's all in this chapter.
Yeah. I'm sure the whole inbreeding thing didn't help either, though.
Probably not. Although he
he wasn't, but he comes from a long line.
Yeah, he comes from a long line of that. This is
of
true.
daddy uncles.
Yes. Yes.
Dunkles.
And I love the dichotomy of Harry's want for his mother and Tom just disdaining his, and the idea that Harry wants his mother, loves his mother, and Harry knows that Lily died to save him. And Merope died, or rather would not stay alive for Tom.
Yeah.
So it's very different. It's very interesting.
Both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yin and yang.
Yeah, very mic drop. She just
very
succinctly said, really great comment. Really
Spoilers, the whole story right there.
Well, Renee really pulling out the meat and potatoes of what the chapter really is all about.
Yeah.
So awesome. And that is all of our new comments. Wow, did we had a lot. My goodness, lots of good ones. We love the comments. Thank you. Yeah, thank you to everyone who takes the time to leave us a comment. We read them all and usually respond to them all, but this time we wanted to respond in a video. So this was great.
Yeah, it was. Always love reading the comments.
Yeah, the comments are great. You guys definitely inspire us to keep doing what we're doing. So keep commenting and liking stuff and all of that.
And if you liked this way of us answering the comments, let us know by leaving a comment. Maybe we'll continue doing this.
Yeah, if you guys like this, let us know.
A weekly video with us just answering comments like this. So let us know. And until the next video, take care.
See ya.